Ladies and gentlemen, the United States and Canadian national anthems. And hello, everybody. Good morning.
Back to the fullback and triple strike. If you throw one, please come up and let the counter know. It is split between anybody that throws one for the entire tournament. And then one last big thank you. I wanted to do this at the end for Amy Duval. She's the one that really puts all the background stuff together, the book notes, everything you're looking at. She puts a lot of time and effort into this. So give her one big hand of applause, please.
Round of applause being given for Amy Doobie, co-organizer of the Mixed Worlds, on behalf of Nate Lees and all of us here. First ball has been called for, and we are underway. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Mixed Worlds Team Tournament. 5-on-5, one-string matches each in this round robin of 24 teams, so 23 matches, one string. You get 2 points for a win, 1 for a tie across all the matches, and you see the lineups on screen. My name is Greg Gouillart. This is Candlepin Bowling Network, and alongside me is Paul Grant.
Hello, Greg. How you doing?
Doing all right. I'll get on this.
2025 Mixed Worlds underway from Boutwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire on Candlepin Bowling Network. Hit subscribe. It's free. Tell your friends and family. YouTube forever. Matt Huff of Huff Powersports, HuffPowersports.com. Main team on lane 6 above the Candlepin for Cancer banner and above the Canadian flag, Lynn Duval. Have a tough lead here. Duval, 139. No. Lynn's from Florence, Massachusetts. 38 years young. Huff looking for now a tough 5 to start this one-string match. Lynn's a 111 league bowler, 116 peak average. Object pin for a 9, early 4-pin lead. Scratch tournament. Greg, we are on the technology, the background vocals, and some play-by-play every couple of boxes.
Every now and again. We got 23 matches, so you'll probably need to do it. Your voice still doing all, hanging in there?
We'll find out, and I get excited. It gets a little scratchy. High pressure.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Huff, another tough leave. Duval Beautiful ball, hits the head pin, splits 2 and 1. 6 on the right, 2-4 left. Wood maybe to help sweep over. Second box, first string, 1-string match. 7 matches today, 10 tomorrow, starting 9 a.m. local time, 10 o'clock Canadian time, 10:30 in Newfoundland. Duval with the wood. Tough break. 2 left, 6 right.
Little low on it, otherwise the wood could have sent that 2-pin across.
Huff, a 7 after a 5. Brutal. 2 blocks at a time, 12 through 2.
Want to get 9s or 10s out of that third ball.
And Duval, field goal for an 8. Take a 17-12 lead in the first of 23 matches this weekend. Wild lead, the other call across the other side here. 24 lanes, 12 here, 12 on the other side. Great ownership of the Dallas family. Dallas with an E.
Pin cam's starting to...
A lot of vibration here in the lanes.
Yeah, if that keeps up, we'll consider something.
All right, here's Vanessa Huff, the runner-up to Kristy Hapworth, who's up next in the main state. Open eliminations from Westport bowling lanes in Westport, Maine. West for Westport, Port for Portland. Sarah Wright with 5. Huff with a check mark. 5 bowlers on the team. Huff for a spare. Won't get to the 10. Always in the running.
And 2 good shots to begin.
Sarah Wright, rising star in the women's game, almost. Leads up the 8. Huff right on for a 10 to start a 1-string match. Lanes are all slicked up.
They certainly glisten, those beautiful wooden lanes. 24 of them here at Boutwell's.
Sarah Wright takes a 9, so they get a pin back. They're down 4 in the first string. 1-string match again. 2 points for a win, as Greg alluded to. 1 for a tie, nothing for a loss.
Boutwell should have the standings available online, but we'll try our best to keep track of it, certainly by day 2. It's those points that determine everything. There is no playoffs unless we have a tie for first.
It happened a couple of years ago in Academy Lanes, Pub 125, Haverhill, Mass. Huff a good chance, double wood in front of the 6-10. Sarah Wright in lane 5 here in Concord, New Hampshire, at Boutwell's Bowling Center. Hits the pocket, she gets 8. 5 and the 7, wood hanging around, 3 pieces to work with.
Those bricks down the center column indicate the headpin heads. Vanessa Huff 2 for 2.
Spare. 20 in a ball through 2. Perfect start, a perfect game. Sponsored by Candlepin for Cancer. First 15 bowlers get $100 bonus money. Right for a spare. That goes.
Sorry.
19 in the ball through 2. 4-pin lead for Central Park Lanes out of East Boston, Mass. Chuck Mazzella's house. Chucky's house.
And we'll get another look at that here as we move on over to Matt Nichols.
And every time Matt gets a strike, it's the Buffalo chant. Buffalo. Kristy Hapworth on lane 6.
So spare side, you see the 1 and 1. That's 1 mark open on each side. Still to be filled.
Smooth ball like that, and she rolls 7.5.
Stay up 2.
Wiggling pin in the middle is the 2, the object pin. 4 left, 5 to the right. Decent wood. And Matt Nichols has a chance, wood in between, the 3 right. 5 left here in this 1-string match to start it off.
It's a game of spares. It's a great beginning.
Huff off the wall, spare. And Nichols takes it down himself, spare. Pin should be flying here this weekend. Again, tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock local time, 10 o'clock Atlantic time, 10:30 Newfoundland time. Other countries do half hours too, actually.
China spans several time zones, but only observes 1.
Huff rolls 7, not bad. Wiggling 1, 4-7, rearrange. 17 through 1. Nichols got the 3 and the 5 somehow. A 2 fill, 12 through 1. He made the 3-5 for a spare and got it for a spare fill. Go figure. Huff missed the head pin. The wood took it down. Wood couldn't get to the 4-7. Nichols lightly salted at Greek Church.
Want to get on that 1-3 pocket where he wants anyway, even though the 3 pins disappeared.
Kristy Hapworth, 9, 26 through 2. Nichols a 7, 19 through 2. That's Paul Grant bowling, a mark, none to the minimum. Candlepin for Cancer sponsoring $1,000 to the prize fund, helping families going through cancer treatments. $90,500 paid out so far. If you'd like to match your bowler's strikes this weekend, donate $1 for every strike your local bowler, your favorite bowler here. If you'd like to, an optional donation at Candlepins number 4, Cancer.com. Candlepins number 4, Cancer.com. It's a 501c3 charity helping Candlepin families going through cancer treatments. You can also check the address of the website, Candlepins number 4, Cancer.com, founded by Hall of Famer Al Johnson. Jason Kaler. Look at this. That's why I hate the half twister. Right down the middle.
So easy for a pin or a ball to slip through the gaps.
Tim Douglas missed the chance there. Lost to his brother Scott Douglas last week and recovered in the 9-pin tournament. First ever for Candlepins for Cancer. Jason Kaler, nice out for a 9. Maybe a 10. It's a 9, and Douglas an 8. Greg will do boxes 3 and 4.
Sure.
New format change this year with the Canadians doing. Calvin Locke was talking to Nate Lees. In Canada, they change after the 6 blocks. You can, because you're doing 2 blocks at a time. Before it was 5 if we had a sub, if you're not in the mark. So that's a new change and going forward here in the mixed worlds.
I updated the YouTube description accordingly.
Bombs away, baby strike for Jason Kaler. 19 plus 2 through 2. A check mark in the 4-7 with the tornado. Tim Douglas out of Marshfield, Mass. Out of Webster Timberlanes. Lucy's Pizza Bar, Abington, Massachusetts, home of the chocolate chip cookie pizza, a must-have.
And our last host of Candlepins for Cancer.
Look at that, object pins and carry. That's a youch. Y-O-U-C-H. Put the dictionary, Webster. Yikes, nouch combined. Youch. Why not?
Oxford English Dictionary, maybe you?
Douglas is 7. There are worse words, and they're worse than having the dictionary, so we're not youch. Just saying. 7, just 15 through 2. Let's get the quick update from Greg.
Currently, I got a little score update here I could pull up here. 77-70. 1 mark aside. It's as simple as that. Really, Hapworth's 7 fill is the key difference right now, but Huff Powersports, with that extra mark as well, can build on top.
We'll have some guests here we're going to talk to throughout the weekend here. Here's Richard Beverage Jr.
State of Maine.
Father Senior. Also bowls sometimes. Triangle. Here's a strike.
Justin Waters.
Waters World to start his match. For a spare, miss left. 3 in the 6. Not happy with that one. A very good bowler. Richard Beverage Jr. He takes a 9.
Go ahead, put that on. It's not on.
We have a special guest, Atlanta Candlepin Singles Tour bowler, and a sponsor here doing the food truck today.
That is correct.
Dave LaRoche out of Lakeside Lanes, Manchester, New Hampshire. Hello, Dave. First of all, you had a great season in the Atlanta Candlepin Singles Tour. Lots of tough match to Candlepin Corners, Jordan Britton.
Yes, sir, I did.
Talk about Alamo Tequila Barbecue.
Alamo Barbecue and
Tequila Bar.
Tequila Bar.
Yep.
Great place. They just opened another one right on Weirs Beach. Rooftop bar.
Where?
Yes, Weirs Beach. Great place. He's got his truck outside. He's got a food truck out there today and tomorrow. So hopefully everybody that's here will go out and eat.
And he sponsored your ACST scene. You going to sponsor me next year?
Sure.
No pressure.
None whatsoever.
Water's a tough one. 8-10 with Wood to hopefully help for a strike, Phil. He got
Yes,
it!
Phil.
Wow,
Nice
what a shot! Spare and strike to start.
Nice shot.
20 through 1, 30 and a ball through 2. Waters World. Richard Beverage sweeps him down for a 10. 19 through 2. Update every 2 completed boxes with the soothing sounds of Greg Gouillart on instant replay.
Here we go. Yeah, first of all, we have to take a look at that nice sweet spare by Justin Waters. And then, once I get this view right, excuse me.
You guys are very complex here.
There we go. 2 marks aside. You see it there. 100 pins, 96. Central Park up by 4 right now. So with that 20 box by Justin Waters, Central Park has the slight lead. Remember, 1-string match.
We're back to the top of the order. Greg Gouillart on the play-by-play. The next 2 boxes. We'll still talk to Dave LaRoche in between. If you don't mind, Greg, for another minute.
I'll just let you know if something big happens. Lynn Duval against Matt Huff.
We'll get through their first ball first.
Sure. 4 pins out on that. And Matt Huff on his head pin. Skinny mini. 3-pin stay up. Oh, dear. Well, maybe the wood's playable. 7, 8, 10.
So, Dave, talk about people, how they can get to that play, different locations. Talk about the food they have and what they offer.
At which location?
All of them.
Well, there's Bailey's Bar and Grill in Townsend, Mass. That is owned by the same restaurant group, Mariano Restaurant Group. They have 2 Alamo, Texas barbecues, one in Weirs Beach and the other one in Brookline, New Hampshire. Seafood restaurant called Docs, D-O-X. One's on Winnisquam and the other one is on Winnipesaukee.
Matt Huff picks up 6 pins, 10 versus 4.
Great seafood. I highly recommend.
Phone number, a website, any information on that you have on you?
I don't, but I'll get Dominic in here later.
Okay,
He,
sure.
We're here all
He's
weekend.
running back and forth.
There's a lemon drop, $1 for Candlepins for Cancer for Lynn Duval. First one. 4-pin or 6-pin, first ball. 18 families out the last 3 years on the lemon drop pool. And David's been a good contributor to that as well. you have
I try not to
you have
be.
some past due
Wow,
ones.
called out.
You have some past due ones, I'm sure you will.
I try not to be, Paul.
Called out twice.
All right, so one more time, the name of the business again?
It's Mariano Restaurant Group, but the people that sponsor me is Alamo Texas Barbecue and Tequila Bar.
All right, Dave LaRoche, Class Act Atlanta Candlepin Single Store. You can see some of his matches on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network out of Lakeside Lanes.
And we'll see you in
Manchester, New Hampshire.
September.
Yes. Thank you, Dave. Class Act. Thank you.
$8 versus 10. Matt Huff, another 2 pins. We'll light it up on score here. As Greg Gouillart multitasks as quickly as possible.
We're going to have a Katrina Campbell sighting here later on, some play-by-play whenever we get around to her team, whenever that may be. Bob Lee is the other call across the pond here at Boutwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire. 1-string match, 2 points to win, 1 for a tie, nothing for a loss, obviously. 24 teams, 23 matches.
Sarah Wright on a spare, so is Vanessa Huff. Vanessa's off to a great start here. All 10 spares and strikes, by the way. Candlepins for Cancer bonus money, $100 being paid to each of the first 15 bowlers who bowl all 10s or better. Candlepins for Cancer has also added $1,000 to the prize fund, which makes it a first-place prize of $12,000 USD for the team, the winning team.
Not to be confused with USDA.
Sarah Wright, 7 pins and not another.
Oreo cookie time, middle cream.
Off close, that's her 3rd head pin. 5 does not turn into 10, but what a bid.
What a great competitor she is. Very fast lanes, tough competitor. Knocks into every tournament.
Chance to pick some sticks here. And again, Huff Powersports picking it up.
Down 4 right now.
Yep. Huff Powersports now up 4. That was a swing. That's all pinning right now.
1 mark on each side right now. Justin, what a strike spare combo to start for the anchor.
In terms of pinning, the actual pins knocked over, Huff Powersports leads by 11. That's a big reason why they have that 4-pin lead.
Jason Kaler of Huff Powersports, the 4th bowler for their team on a strike next. Two bowlers from now. After Kristy Hapworth and Matt Huff. Rather, Matt Nichols up next. Sarah from Nashville, New Hampshire, her whole life. Another July birthday person. I love July birthdays.
You and your bias.
Just only in that, not when I announce.
3-2 split here. Vanessa Huff misses a head pin for the first time. 4-2.
When I met Sarah a couple years ago, she was like a 96 league bowler. Now she's up to 101, and at times even higher. She won the first Candlepin for Cancer handicap tournament at Academy Lanes Pub 125, Haverhill, Mass, winning $500.
Right, just misses the cut, but 9 should be simple. Off close. 2-pin, where are you going? Nowhere, I guess. 2-4.
It's tied. 2 close calls, no dice. She's fun to watch, though, isn't she?
And still pin perfect. If we can get this 2-pinner knocked over.
She's from Burnham, Maine.
So like I said, 9 for Wright. And yes, another 10. So pin perfect is Vanessa Huff. A perfect game is all 10 spares and strikes. Now,
141, 136, 5-pin lead for Buffalo's team. Matt Nichols for Central Park Lanes, East Boston, Mass, against Huff Powersports on Candlepin Bowling Network. Again, please like and follow us. Like this video. Hit subscribe on YouTube. It's free. For live notifications after you subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never, ever, ever, never, ever, never, ever miss a ball. Never, ever, never.
please do not subscribe. We appreciate it. Hapworth, good hit here, a bundle of 5. Nichols has some work to do with this 8-pin cluster. Now the, oh, hey, that's Kristy's leave. Matt, what are you doing? Ooh, cluster of 5 does go. Hapworth picks up her second spare. Spare 7 and another. Good out by Nichols for 9.
So Kristy Hapworth was helping keep score at the main money match 2, I believe, at Bell Play and Bell Play. I'm sorry.
All play in Belfast.
Got it back way. It's kind of like Youch. Yikes, now it's combined by accident. Belfast, all play at Belfast, Maine. And she said, I never make this shot. So every time I got to leave it, I said, that's a Kristy Hapworth special. That's how the joke started. Only in Maine. I want to cover her.
Great to see you, Justin Lapinese, James, Jacob, hi, Nico, and Bill Olson. Good to see you.
The gentle giant, Bill Olson.
That's almost gone. 5 pins wiggling. Nichols denied a hammer.
And that would have been the Buffalo chant if he got it.
Hapworth to Phil. She's got a mix here. Look at this. She's got 6.
Sent a check mark from Vernon, Maine her whole life.
This should be trivial for Matt. He's got it. Second spare.
And that's no double talk.
We all were thinking it. Same brain cell at this point. Oh, bounce back spare. Hapworth spun it down from behind.
It's a couple of times she can't believe she got the spare to go, but it's, hey, it counts. Why not?
Wasn't quite on the correct pin if we want to nitpick, but hey.
Back-to-back, 3 out of 4, 52 and a ball through 4. Great start for Kristy Hapworth. Jason Kaler is on a strike on lane 5. On lane 6, the Tornado, Tim Douglas, a sluggish start, 8 and 7. Back to Greg.
Thanks very much. Tim Douglas, of course, second place to Scott Douglas in our recent Candlepin for Cancer 9-pin tournament, where 9 pins became 10. Blows down 7 here. He wishes this were 9-pin. What a split. Kaler cannot double.
And there's a Kristy Hapworth special again.
Now we got it on the correct lane. All right, now we got it at the right lane, wrong bowler. We're getting warmer.
Good air conditioning here. Great job by the Dallas family. Dallas with an E.
Douglas needs to get on that 6-pin, of course. He knows that. Kaler needs more sticks on the strike. To load it further. Good, it's 8.
It's the Star Trek character, 7 of 9, played by Jerry Ryan.
Douglas smacks that pin in the face for 10. And Kaler, good stick for 9.
Kaler, deadly pinner. The owner of Oakland Park Bowling Center, Rockport, Maine. They don't allow cell phones near and stuff like that. It's old-fashioned.
And they have a men's world, or last year anyway, they had a men's world's team by the name Oakland Park.
Yes. Brian Athen used to bowl there too. I don't know if he still does. Tim Matera, Hall of Famer, bowled there also. Strike 8-9, 36-3.
Smashed! Tim Douglas strike.
35 plus 2. The Tornado touches down.
Kaler already has a strike. Huff Powersports with the advantage. And a diamond. These are tough. Only go about 1 and 4 times, we estimate.
But he's got wood to help that sleeper pin and back, the 8.
I think it bridges the. I think you're right, Paul. 5 and 8 seems to bridge just enough. His try on it. Not on the front one.
Not happy with that shot. So accurate.
Side saddle triangle. That 8-pin is well camouflaged.
I first met him at the U.S. Invitation. Didn't get a chance to talk to him. It was my first time covering a major event. Didn't know any of the bowlers at the time. It was all messy. But he had a 130 average that year, 129 average that year. 131 peak.
18 pins, minus 2 extra marks for Central Park 3. You see the yellow indication there, 3 of those Canadian smudges, 2 spares of a strike for Central Park versus 1 for Huff Powersports. That's in the yellow. 18 pins, the lead for Huff Powersports, but it's closer than it appears. Justin Waters has Aqua on the back of his shirt and H2O on the scoreboard. Delightfully. Even more delightfully, he's on a spare on strike.
He wants a splash here.
Haha. Just 2, though.
That's a Paul Grant shot.
He'll be delighted to hear that.
Many a 2 fills like that.
Justin Waters also a South Conference, runner-up to his world's co-champion, Jeremy Seaholm.
Won a title before in the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour.
Seaholm will advance to face either Mike McIntosh or Peter Crawford Jr.
We're covering that sometime this week. Beverage, good chance here.
Beverage has a break, 1-3. Around it goes, though. Got on the outside, a crossover side.
How many times you see you get a nice break like that and you can't take advantage of it on the object pin?
Ain't that the way?
Like that for Waters.
They don't all go just because you hit the front one. 2-pin pickup for Beverage.
203, 185, 18 pin the lead for Central Park Lanes on the right on lane 6.
Beverage Jr. and Senior have appeared in other Mixed Worlds coverages, and Richard Beverage Jr. has come down for Pro Series events, even though we have the 1-7-10 Augusta. That mixed doubles format is a very good, popular format, but a few others further south as well in Beverage's case. Waters, box 4. In the air, and the 4-pin is down for a strike, his second one of the string. Down it goes in response, Beverage.
Pins are hopping today. They've done a great job. Dimitri Dellis, the better brother Boutwell's bowler, did the decks yesterday. They did a great job. And what a great owner in Andy Dellis. Dino and Alex also work here and bowl here, and that's the better brother Boutwell's bowl, July 6th. Candlepin for Cancer fundraising event, 3 p.m., July 4th weekend.
So Kristy Hapworth 52 and a ball. Justin Waters 50 plus 2 leading the way for their respective teams. Huff Powersports 18 pins minus that extra mark for Central Park, but they're in the lead.
Back to the top, you had Mad Huffs. Tough start, 32 through 4. Triangle plus the 9 to the right. That wood could help possibly.
Red bricks indicate head pin splits. He's got 3 in a row. Tough going. Duval, a bundle of 5. Go ahead, Paul.
She had a 4 box in that third to lower her score. Just 29 through 4 for the 111 league bowler. Huff trying to send it over, but doinks the wood and got the 2 only. Now another July birthday.
Not where he wanted to play that.
And you're right around 119. Duval, white hit almost. That's peak average for a season, 122. Nice out for a 9. 41.5. You can sub out to 6 boxes now instead of 5. Launched on the mark.
Before that 4th visit, in other words.
Duval, nothing there with the wood for 9. Tough 38.5 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Your home for all things Candlepin Bowling, semi-pro to pro action. Something for everyone. Please like and follow us on YouTube and Facebook. Subscribe on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Over 2,000 videos in climbing. Here's our first banana split. Where's Casey McCool of Lakeside Lanes? Manchester, New Hampshire, always hungry, always growling. It's where Casey McCool, statistician, keeping track of the banana splits. 4-7 with wood to help. And try to get it over the right side, won't get there. Can't get there from here. Duval laboring here, 1-4-7-9. Greg will call boxes 7 and 8.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Huff object pin does not carry for 9, just 50 through 6. Now they could sub if they want to for him. Duval, object pin 7 won't cooperate either. A 7, just a 45 through 6 start.
Yeah, don't hit the button until you're sure, but that's right, 7-pin stance. Casey's there, ha-ha.
Sarah Wright, 43 through 4 to spare 7 in the second box. Vanessa Huff at a spare 5 in the second. She has 310s. She's got a perfect game. If she can keep that going, she won $100, courtesy of Candlepins for Cancer, a 501c3 charity. Promoting bowling and helping families going through cancer treatments. Donations via Venmo at Candlepins number 4, cancer.com. $90,500 in climbing paid out so far. Huff a chance, 3-5-10 right. Look at this one.
2-7-8-10.
2-7-8-10. That's unbelievable. Huff for a spare. Off the wall, no. Got a little break in the object pin pocket. This be something nice here for Sarah Wright. She can pull this one off.
Possible with the wood.
But not the object pin, the 2.
You really needed that 210 slice anyway, so hard to say.
Vanessa's got a high single of 176, high 5, 612, high triple, 412. Out of Augusta, Maine, the 1-7-10 Sports Center. By Mark and Samantha Carrier.
And another 10.
5's a while, 5-5-5, 55 through 5, this one-string match. Match 1 of 23 this weekend. Sarah Wright an 8:51 at the half.
Pinning the advantage is now 17 for Huff Powersports, a big reason why they're ahead, even though both sides have the same. Central Park actually has 1 more mark in this match.
Tomorrow's the marathon day, 10 straight, 7 today, 10 tomorrow, 6 on Sunday. Huff in the pocket again. Now look at this, Lee. Same thing Sarah Wright had just a moment ago with different variation of wood.
Maybe a better one, I'd argue.
Definitely.
Balka trampoline off there into the 10.
Sarah pulls left, but steals 7. A chance the 1-3-10 wood behind maybe to help.
Probably.
Huff for a spare. She got it! Ricochet spare. Second one on the string. 65 and a ball through 6. The opening match. One-string match.
And still perfect.
Sarah Wright got it. Spare to match. Her second spare. They both have spares in the second. Spare in the 6. 61 on the ball through 6 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Quick update from Greg Gouillart.
251 to 229. Central Park stacking up marks right now. Everyone is. But Huff Powersports still with the advantage.
Kristy Hapworth on a spare. Back to back. Looking for 3 in a row. 52 in a ball through 4. Matt Nichols. 2 spares. 38 in a ball through 4. Beautiful ball for Huff. 7.
Sorry?
59 through 4. Nichols a 6-pack. Check his ID. 38 through 4 on the fill.
Should be 42, in fact.
42, I'm sorry, I read it wrong. Reading is fundamental. Roof. Not to be confused with roof. Remember that commercial growing up, you're too young. Reading is fundamental. You're too young. Fine start for Kristy Hapworth, 59 through 4.
Just taking a peek here, that's standard.
Kristy's high average for a season, 114 average, right around 110 or so. 178 high single, very good. High triple, 422, a high 5, a 610. Bowl out of Newport Entertainment Center, the fastest house in Maine. Now at 1710 Sports Center in Augusta, Maine. Bowling over 30 years, the parents also bowled. She's not a July birthday girl, though. She missed that chance for 3 in a row. Nichols trying to pull it off, won't go. 1, 2, and the 5. It's the halfway point of the match. Kristy slips for an 8. 67 half. Not bad. It's a 134 pace. They could use it. Nichols off the pin for an 8. 50 half. Halfway through the match. Let's get a...
Nope, so not yet.
Not yet.
Starting to fight the internet here. 1 second. Let me see if I can do this little change. We'll see if that helps any. Not sure.
Hapworth back in the pocket. Look at this. The third time we've seen this in the last couple of minutes. 2, 7, 8, 10. What's going on with this leave? Nichols a lucky leave here. 1 of the 2. Got to cash in here. No guarantee. 2 pinners, 51%, and 3 pinners without wood to convert. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. Hapworth behind the object pin. Wood won't hit it down either. Nichols puts the upright spare.
Key spare for Central.
3 spares and 60 through 6 in a ball. Phil's hurt him 2 and 4 so far. Maybe a 6 this time. Kristy going for a 10. Gets it. Great shot. 77 through 6. Strong start. Now can we pause?
Yeah, sure.
Let's pause. 11.3 seconds for station ID from Greg
This is
Gouillart.
Candlepin Bowling Network. I can't wait. I got to get ahead of it. This is Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube, in our case, Facebook and YouTube with Bob Lee. That's Paul Grandam, Greg Gouillart. We're here all weekend with Mixed Worlds. Please like the video by hitting the thumbs up button if you're logged in. And please like and follow on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube so that you're always in the know. That's not 11 seconds.
Jason Kaler slams 8. 5 in the 7. Tim Douglas, Wood in front of the 3 to the right. Angled, rolling away. 4-7 left. He's on a strike. Jason has strike 8 in the second box. 1 string format, first of 23 this weekend. Good effort on the object. Douglas 131 peak average for a season. He will get it. Spare and strike. 45 through 4, 55 at the half plus. Kaler a 10. 55 at the half also, but not on a mark. Tim at a 194 during my scratchy Johnny Most voice in the World Tournament at Academy Lanes, Pub 125, Haverhill, Mass. in 2022. Watch an epic performance on Candlepin Bowling Network. Free to subscribe. High triple 480, high 5 716. Kaler right side 7, not bad. 1, 2, 4. Douglas head pin in, it's 8. 4 in the 10. Tough shot here. 63 at the half.
Tremendous half.
Tim won the 2023 Easter Classic in stunning fashion. 2 tough shots for spares to win it. 25-04 score on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Bowling since the turn of the century.
Paul, this match is virtually tied right now with Central Pin down. Central
Look at this. Kaler stole off the wall. And Douglas denied.
Well, now Huff's back in the lead.
Kaler so stoic. Lynn gets a wry smile to that one. He'll take the break. Douglas on for a 10. The Spear H 63F 10, 73 through 6 in the one-string match. What a great crowd here on Ham Watch. It'll get bigger and bigger as the weekend goes on. We got Candlepin's Cancer koozies, towels, and shirts here. Support the charity sponsoring this tournament. Over 90,000 paid out to families. Donations via Venmo at Candlepins number 4 at cancer.com. Any amount is truly appreciated. Here's Richard Beverage Jr. Off to the right, 6, 8 behind the 2, 1, 2, 4 in front. He's on a strike. Waters also on a strike for the second time. On lane 5, accurate bowler. Look at this. 3 right, 5 left. Wood in between. Tonight a double.
All right. If this quality, Paul, keep filibustering for me. I'm going to have to go into some technical repairs, unfortunately.
9 strike fill, 48 through 4. Waters looking for his second big 20 in his first 5 boxes. He got it. 60 through 4, 70 a ball through 5. Wow. Richard a 9. $57.5 for the anchor bowler for Huff Powersports, HuffPowersports.com. Vanessa Huff has a perfect string so far. $100 bonus. The first 15 bowls this weekend, sponsored by Candlepins for Cancer. Crossing over, does not lead to a king. Just won Greg Gouillart. Messing up his stat sheet. 3, 9, 10. Wood in between helps.
Okay, now the internet seems to be clicking. We'll see.
Waters, 2, 4, 7, 10. Greg Kipp making the shot of Sixville. A 76 strong start. What else is new? Beverage. Oh, tough break. Couldn't slide over to the 10. Can Waters get this one to go? Oh, good try there. The object doesn't carry.
Important pins, though.
In the 80s. And Beverage a 10. 67 through 6 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Waters a 10, of course. He's at 86 through 6. Top of the order and play-by-play the next 2 boxes from Greg Gouillart.
First of all, we take a look at the scores here. 3-2-5 to 3-2-4, mark apiece. How are we have a match this close? Let's find out here. So Central Park Lanes has 3 extra marks, but again, the pinning advantage. 16 in favor of Huff Powersports. Important for Huff to stay in this match right here as Central starts bringing out the heavy artillery.
Again, 2 points a win for a string, 1 for a tie. First of 23 match this weekend. Lynn Duval and Matt Huff overdue for marks.
3-1 split for Duval. Over to Huff, lost the handle. In fairness, all the head pins weren't doing him any good anyway. See those bricks of red there for all the splits. Thank God the internet is behaving at long last. What a cut that is for Duval. Close on that one. 4-pin, undisturbed. Matt cannot get back in there and needs an out. List of teams and rosters available on Candlepin Bowling Network Facebook. Thank you, Michael, for your question. I'll try and get you more of that information as we settle in here. Duval pins out well for a 10. And that gains 4 pins, so shoes on the other foot now. Central now starting to pick up some sticks.
So they're stuck in there now. They've gone through 7 boxes. The new substitution policy now. You can bowl through 6 completed boxes before the change.
Yep. Thank you for having the names in the back of your shirts. Much appreciated. We're getting to know these bowlers much more
Covered a lot of these Maine bowlers for the last several years. Love going to Maine. They're so awesome, so generous to Candlepins for Cancer. So respectful, just awesome in Maine. We're in Concord, New Hampshire, Boutwell's Bowling Center. What a job they've done here. Andy Dellis took over about 10 years or so ago. They've done an awesome job. They're always packed here pretty much. They have tons of great leagues and a lot of loyal bowlers here.
Have to mention at some point it is the former house of Dan Murphy.
Yes.
They've done very well with it. Third ball's coming up for each.
I do want to just mention a bowler here, Stephen Rogers, a motorcycle rider, great guy, just a great, fun guy. Bowls, loves Candlepin bowls, a lot of leagues here. Was in a motorcycle accident earlier this week, and our prayers and thoughts for Stephen Rogers of Boutwell's Bowling Center in Concord, New Hampshire, at a local hospital here. So thoughts and prayers for Stephen Rogers. Just turned 70, I believe, recently, if I'm not mistaken. '62.
Apropos
Duval,
nothing.
Nichols, Matt Huff, 66-8. Greg.
Apropos nothing of why that happened, be considerate of your fellow road users. Sarah Wright and Vanessa Huff. Wright's been splitting on the head pin a few times, you see there, but she's still got 2 marks despite it all. Central Park Lanes and Huff Powersports. Central Park Lanes in East Boston.
Both on spares. Back to Greg.
Sarah gets out 7.
I call the W the wiggle. 189.
What wiggled exactly?
I call the wiggle, the W, the wiggle.
Oh, W for wiggle.
W for wiggle.
Okay. It took out the W formation anyway. Huff's spare fill is 5.
Get a full staff here on hand today. Doing a great job, as always.
Wright can send this wood. Didn't get the head pin, though. Huff say the same. Vanessa's try. On target, but no 7 or 9 on the back row.
Could I get this keeper perfect string alive?
Oh,
$100
boy.
bonus money. Not going to be easy. You have to use that wood somehow.
Chance to gain at least 1 pin, though.
8 for Sarah, 76-7.
Never know in this one-string match. Gonna use the high wood.
Oh!
Yes, it's good for a 10.
Wow, keeps the perfect string alive. What a shot for a 10.
That could be a lucrative one. Take another look. 7-9.
10s don't get enough love. Look at this shot. That's a Nico highlight reel. Vanessa Huff, 7 for 7. Perfect. Sarah, 151 high single, high triple, 372 high 5, 597.
Deals in there, gets 9. Huff has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 standing. Big chance for Central now.
Vanessa making it hard for herself. That perfect string, she's earning it now.
Wright's team is ahead by just 2 sticks. Her try at the 5 pin is good. Just yes.
Don't hurt him, Sarah. Look at that.
And Huff responds with a matching spare.
Wow, she wants $100. 90 to ball through 8. Sarah, 86 in the ball through 8. Go, ladies, go.
And you have to have strong women to succeed in this format.
And don't forget, ladies, the 4th annual Candlepin for Cancer 220 doubles event scratch. New time, 9:30, September 6th, always the Saturday after Labor Day, September 6th, 2025. Please register. Candlepins number 4, cancer.com, 220 cap, based on a winter ending average.
Nichols' spare fill is 6. Excuse me.
Sorry, Greg.
My bad.
Saw it last year, 24 teams. We're looking at a potential $5,600 biggest prize fund ever this year. Candlepins number 4.com, ladies 220 doubles event, 9:30 start time. Please arrive early, September 6th. Extra Lane Shooter Sports Club, X, New Hampshire. What a great job they do there with Ron Ficara, senior.
All these bowlers you see are now committed, as we mentioned. Substitutions have to be now or never. Hapworth, good bid. Look at Kristy's head pin accuracy, 6 of 7 on target on the first ball. You can see the head pin hits on the center column. Yellow is head pin hit good leave, and red is a split. Matt Nichols with an 8. Hapworth gains.
What a great battle this is.
6 pins minus a mark, virtual tie in the match. One string affair. You're watching on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Average spare fill 6.5, strike fills 8.3. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. Free to subscribe on YouTube. Tell your friends, tell your family, please. Trying to get to 47 subscribers by the end of the weekend and 5,000 by the end of the year.
Nichols has had a high average in this tournament before. Losing the handle here. Kristy's off target uncharacteristically, but this 5-pin cluster can go.
It's a 4-horseman check mark.
And look at that wood, 2. 2 takes 5. Nichols close timber in front of the 8-pin, even though we're not at Timber Lanes. Off the end cap is Hapworth, 1-3.
Oh, do I have to mention end caps again?
Alas.
36 years of retail. 8 end caps.
Sorry, Mr. Radio Shack. Nichols takes 10. 10 box 84 through 8. Hapworth just 9 this time. That's fine, though.
Paul Grant, your end caps aren't by planogram. Well, I don't have inventory. That's no excuse. Well, I don't have the product in stock. They're not in stock at the warehouse. I can't put the planogram the way you want. So I did it this way. That's not planogram. I hate that corporate stuff like that. So I got credit. So put something more profitable out there. Unbelievable. What does I think of a 31 years and 9 days at Radio Shack?
Kaler's on a spare fill here. The extra one, so 7 pins minus this. If Jason gets 7, we're tied. Tim Douglas first. His ball, explosive as ever. 1, 2, that's it. Even when he misses, he hits. Kaler washing out pins. 5, will you? Yes, you will. 6. Just a 1-pin match.
Send a check mark.
Breaks for both bowlers. Douglas cannot convert. The head pin rang around.
Parents Paul and Jean watching here as always travel with them most of the time.
They're the best.
Kaler Wood got in the way behind there.
Their father gave a nice interview. For a guy who doesn't like interviews, it was probably one of our best, honestly.
I twisted his arm. Not physically, obviously, joking around.
We'd like them to bowl later. Everyone bowls. 8 for Kaler.
400 to 398, a 2-finger lead for Central Park Lanes. First match was 7 today, first of 23 in the weekend. 9 a.m. local time tomorrow, 10 o'clock Atlantic. And for those in Newfoundland, 10:30 a.m. start time.
Sarah Wright and Vanessa Huff's going to be an interesting comparison. They're the only ones on a mark. That's why you see that yellow one mark standing, 1 mark open for each side.
You know, you have traffic in the 3, weather in the 10s, Newfoundland on the 30s. Other places do it too, you know. I used to do it.
Crossover left a king this time. Ha-ha, Diamond Right.
I couldn't sleep till like 4:30 in the morning, so I was just looking at stuff like that, stupid stuff like that.
Tricky 4-pin leaves for both of them. Douglas has to go on the crossover side for his, probably, unless he gets a ball deflection, over through the head pin. See, it's so tough to bury it in there. Kaler on target, but oh dear, the back pin does not go.
Jason's high single is 196. 131 peak average, 124 average right now.
That's a safe way out for Douglas, 9.
He has a lane record at Oakland Park Bowling Center in Rockport, Maine. 512 for a high triple. That's pretty good. World record is Mark Ritchie with 3 strings at 519 for a 3-string world record. And Jason Kaler, eye-popping high 5, 789. Astonishing. High 10 of 1382.
Kaler picks a pin. That's 89 through 8 for him, 91 through 8 for Douglas.
It's a 1-pin lead. Mark's situation here, Greg, is 1 each, right?
1 each, 1 pin in favor of Central Park. We got a good one here.
And just one of the reasons why they had the lead slightly, 86 through 6. He has 2 strikes and 2 spares to get the 8 box in the third to ruin that perfect string chance. Back to Greg.
Thanks so much, Michael, Mark, Mike. Dan Esdale, good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
I hope you're recovering well, Dan.
Yeah, saw your video. Really appreciate that. Justin Waters here. He's had a great string here. Misses the head pin this go around, but a 1-2-9-10's not impossible.
Wood behind to help.
Richard Beverage Jr. smack down in the middle. Maybe if that 10 pin goes, it helps. 2, 3, 6.
Well, he cut the 3-6. We try to use that wood for the broom sweep.
I'm worried about that wood for Waters. I might be looking too much at the 9. He'll try it, and there you go. Beverages try now. Thanks, Ezzy. Sweeping wood, what a spare that is.
That's a game changer, you could say.
Wood, yes, it was wood assisted, but it was a key shot, and you do have to be exactly on the spot to get it to go. That's tough for Beverage to access, going from the right side of the lane as well, but he gets it there, and the broom is out.
96 for Waters after the 10 through 7 late in this 1-string match, the first one today of 7.
So Huff Powersports with the extra mark, they now have the lead, as you'll see here in a moment.
There's that lemon drop, don't forget, too.
Waters on a 4-mark string, 3-1 split. Beverage, what a fill, it's 9.
It's an 8-pin lead. They trail most of the way through.
It's been
Did they have the lead? This is their first lead, actually?
Huff had a lead at one point. I meant to have a lead tracker. I'll get to that in just a moment. Like a lead by box.
You're a better man than I am, Greg.
I'll figure something out, don't worry. Waters to slice. Not quite to the back row. Heard that refrain before.
Hit the archer pin once again. So accurate, so deadly of a bowler, but didn't carry.
Big break for Beverage. Oh dear, but he's hit the cap.
Only pitch did not want to hit it on that side.
Central dodges a bullet, but Huff still leads. So unforgiving in these one-string matches. Opportunities few and far between. That's a nice wood shot by Waters. I might just see it again in its own right, frankly.
106-8 for Waters. Richard Beverage matches a 10, 96-8 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Hit subscribe, it's free. Why not? YouTube forever. Candlepin Bowling Network in high definition. Like this video, like and follow us on Facebook as well. Bob Lee, Kevin Burns, the other screen across the lanes.
So Waters on 106, Hapworth and Beverage Jr. both on 96. 8-pin advantage for Huff Powersports. It has gone back and forth and back and forth. Statistics in the match right now. Marks are 12-10 in Central's favor, but again, the early pinning advantage that Huff had is still holding 18 pins and literal pins knocked down in their favor. That's why they have an 8-pin lead.
1 mark apiece. Final 2 boxes. 1 point at the tie, 2 for win, Greg.
Huff's been struggling, but the splits haven't been helping. Half Worcester again for him, though.
Tough first string for both these bowlers. They may sit out next string, you never know.
Well, that'll be on another lane. We'll have whoever cycles through in 5 and 6. Duval, a big break here. Lynn's got the 2 and 4. Huff.
Almost. He got it! Slow motion spare. Throw the flag, delay a game on the board. After a 5-7 start. 76 to ball through 9. Duval to answer. Does! She's on the board. 72 in the ball through 9. What a match. 2 spares for each side. 8-pin lead for Huff Powersports on the right. Matt Finley also bowled. He's in golf and poker. Played baseball, basketball, and golf growing up. Still plays golf. Just a true gentleman. Classy. The 119 league ball. Look for a big fill. Lynn Duval from Florence, Mass. Out of Canal Lanes in Western Mass. 35 years plus of bowling. Started at 3 years old. Huff, a 6-pack. 4.
Chance for Duval.
80 through 9. Duval on the bonus. Nice shot. Gets 8. Wiggling 6. Won't fall. 4 to the left. Gains 4 pins. 80 through 9. Huff trying to cork the 6-pack. Missed everything. Big chance for Duval. Not easy. Could she get that pin to trim that wood over? Oh, she got it! Wow! Nico highlight reel. Huge.
Lynn Duval spins that pin to perfection.
90 to ball in the 10th. Huge.
Key out for Huff there, even though he'll be disappointed with 7. Have another look before she throws this bonus ball and how she gets on the 4-pin and then the wood. Man, I'll have to see that again, in fact.
Matt, 87, disappointing string. And how about Lynn Duval down the stretch? Big time shot. That was not easy. 2-time Massachusetts state champion in the junior league. She gets a 7 fill. Not bad. Spare 8, spare 7. Respectable finish, 97.
One more look at that, and this is why it does not matter how much you struggle in the early going. Lynn Duval resilient, and a gem of a shot to complete a 2-mark 9th and 10th.
And gives him a 6-point lead, a touchdown lead for Central Park Lanes. Back on top, 1 spare for each side. Vanessa up on 1 here, 90 to ball. Perfect start so far. Crossing over 9.
What a banger of a match we're getting right out of the gate.
And take the lead back with a down on mark. Sarah Wright taking the fill here now.
That key comparison, here it comes.
The ladies have the only mark side by side. Sarah Wright. She gets the pocket. 8, not bad. 2 in the 5. Wood in between slightly.
Excellent response. Game on again.
94 through 8.
Central leads.
Huff got it. 9 for 9. Perfect string. 99 through 8, 109 and the ball in the ninth. Right. Run by the queen. If there's a king, there's a queen, the 5.
I might call her something else in that moment, but I won't say it.
There's a 22-23 runner-up in the Opens eliminations in Main States.
To be clear, the 5-pin.
2017 Main State Open doubles champion with Kristy Hapworth. 2019 Main State Open mixed teams title with Kristy Hapworth, Matt Huff, and Evan Riva. 2018 Bowler's Choice Tournament Finals with Zach Skinner.
Sarah Wright 9 box, 103 through 9.
That's a softball player trying to pitch a strike here, or at least a 10 to get a perfect swing, a $100 bonus from Candlepin for Cancer. Sarah's 9, 103 through 9. Quick update from Greg.
It's just a round robin right here. Ties remain ties. If Huff gets a 4, we have a tie going into the stretch.
The only mark on the board right now. Crosses over. 7, 6, 9, 7. Wood, a sea of wood, takes the lead. 116 through 9. Huge.
Al Nelson nearly made a great shot on 4.
Huff. She got it! Perfect string! She gets $100 in bonus money for Candlepin for Cancer. 3 in a row. Huge. 126 and the ball in the 10th. Good for her.
Tremendous string, a 5-mark string by Vanessa Huff, spearheading her team into a big advantage now with 3 bowlers to go. It's not over yet. Wright needs pins for a start, but lets them get away. A good string for her, though, 108. Even though she wanted that one on the end. But again, the pinning every step of the way, just gaining 5 right there for Huff Powersports, and now Huff is going to add on top.
Sarah, nice string, 108, like Greg said. Rising star of the women's game. A lot of parity in women's game nowadays. Huff, another good ball, add 8 more. How about 134? Wow! And $100 for Candlepin for Cancer.
But she started so good as well. Like when she was dialed into the head pin, first 3 boxes, we just had a feeling Vanessa Huff was in for something good there.
Here we go. Can you see on the stream, Greg?
Yeah, we got it. Lower, 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 lower. There you go. Cha-ching. Thank you.
More importantly, she wants her team to win. She likes the $100.
That's going to feel good no matter what.
Your husband, Matt Huff, will not get the money. Matt Nichols, final 6 boxes, 84 through 8. Kristy Hapworth doing well herself, 96 through 8. No marks on the board.
Oh. What's happened here? Okay. Well, now you know the scores. I'll fix
Football
that.
season, Candlepin bowling all year round, 7-10 goal post.
I'll fix that later.
Vanessa has our first $100 bonus. That's 14 more to go. Oh, what a shot! Kristy Hapworth special on that for a 10. 106 to 9. Ricochet shot. Nichols a 9. 5 box to go. 93 through 9. It's 512 to 495.
This is a wild 7-10.
Huff Powersports 17. No marks on the board.
Did the ball take it all? This is wild. One more look. Nope, sorry, never mind. Hapworth has an 8 drop. You got a perfect game. You win $100 from Candlepin for Cancer.
Vanessa, you get the first winner. Just, I know you don't like to talk much. How about a 3-letter word for winning $100?
Wow.
All right, here you go. First one that we know of. Congratulations.
And Hapworth spares her 4th mark. Ooh, nearly converted by Nichols. That was so close on the 2-4-10.
Good for Vanessa Huff. All smiles. And it's getting away from Central Park lanes, but don't forget Waters red hot. Tim Douglas always capable, both throwing double strikes.
I mean, what are you going to do? Sarah Wright's 108 was not too shabby, but Huff 134 and Hapworth 116 in the ball. The ladies are leading the charge.
And Lynn Duval, those 2 big spares, spare 8, spare 7, go from 62 to 8 to 97 in the string. Kristy, left side, a 6-pack.
Who cares? 4 more, 120 for Kristy Hapworth.
I'll take a 6-pack of chocolate milk. 120, how about that?
They may have the top 2 scores in the team, actually.
Longtime doubles partner Kristy Hapworth and Vanessa Huff shining They combine for 254. Aaron Fontaine. Tom Olst will be here tomorrow, but Karen Olst will be here tomorrow, we're told. And he's striking the 10th. He's up 129 plus 2 to our right. Jason Kaler with 9. They're hot right now.
Just pouring it on the end.
Douglas needs a couple of marks. Wobbling 6 to the right, 5 middle, 8 left. Wood hanging around. Give him a chance.
I'm trying to figure out why this pin cam keeps like getting jostled. I'm
I
not
think
sure.
people are touching the table if you think that shakes
Oh,
it.
well, don't point at them. You know. We don't need to make people
Kaler
self-conscious.
knocks it down. 9's a wild. 9-9-9. 99 through 9. The ball to go.
If it's them, that's them, and I do not mind. Sorry, folks, though.
Douglas could use it. Douglas does not get it. Everything going Huff Powersports way.
Redline doesn't take it, but what in the world does? That was flat wood.
HuffPowersports.com. 18 lanes at Oakland Park Bowling Center in Rockport, Maine. 18 lanes since 1954, all wood. Douglas a 9, 100 through 9, 3 blocks to go. They're in the miracle zone, I think, Greg, right now.
Just
Pretty much.
about. 3 boxes. Running 20s maybe, but if Kaler loads big, then they are.
Jason, 50 years young, still bowling at a high premium level. Half Worcester 2, that's a Paul Grant fill.
A little bit of a crack. Oh, Douglas strikes, though. Not so fast.
Him and Waters have 2 strikes in the string. Kaler enjoys skiing and outdoor sports and Candlepin bowling. Our second banana split for Casey McCool fans. Brrr. Still growling, still hungry. Everyone loves Casey McCool, Mr. Indiana Jones wannabe. If you don't, you should. Everyone should love each other. Love your neighbor as yourself. Golden rule. Kaler rear channel ball 6. Not happy with that. 107 underperforming for the 124 league bowler. Lost 2 on the right side out of the channel.
Yep, that's corrected now.
Tim Douglas, double strike, could give him a chance. Can he nail it? He gets it, does! It does go! Bob's away, baby! Double strike in the 10th. Still alive, 120 plus. He's all fired up. Still ways to go.
But again, 11 pins minus a ball. Justin Waters will have a huge chance to take this match away on the end against Richard Beverage Jr., pending this 1 ball.
It was looking dismal, but the power of the double strike gives him a chance.
And puts a pretty picture frame in box 10.
A 9 fill ties it. Right now, he needs to 10 to cut it to 1. Triple strike to end the string. You get to 130 the hard way. 3 strikes in the string for the Tornado, Tim Douglas. And look at that.
Oh, wow.
That is a youch. Y-O-U-C-H. Put in the dictionary, Webster. Youch. Yikes, notch combined. But a 24 box. What, is that a 3? That's a 4, right?
I thought it was...
A 4.
They're correcting. Watch the scoreboard.
Yeah, they fixed it. So it's 4, 124 finish. 2 blocks to go. Quick update from Greg.
7 pins there for 537 to 544. That's confirmed. Here we go.
So they have life after all. The power of the double strike from the Tornado. He's won 2 Candlepin Kansas singles events. 1 year at Boutwell's this year.
This is gettable for Beverage to try and slam the door.
And 1 in Abington, his home house, West Timber Lanes. Beverage 479 has a chance with Wood. Waters rolls 7. 4 wobbling 710. Double Wood in front. Helicopter in flight. West Coast to East Coast. Needs to go nonstop.
Wild sidewall deflection. It's possible. We've seen it already.
Beverage for spare. No.
It's only a 1-mark game. Waters does not need it now, but he'd sure like one.
Can he pull it off? Oh, so close. It's coming down to the final box, folks, here in the first match today. First of 23 in the weekend. Great start.
Stay on your sticks, boys.
Like that. Got the memo. 10, 106-9 for Richard Beverage Jr. for Huff Powersports. Waters, a 9, 115 through 9. 1 box to go. Greg, quick update.
8 pins is a little trickier than 7. That may make the difference. But again, Huff Powersports, remember, to this point, their pinning has been better. 21 pins in the pinning. That's why Huff Powersports has this lead, despite the barrage of East Boston marks, Central Park lanes.
Rich pulled a perfect match one time, 441 3-string with a perfect 10 spares and strikes with 3 strings. That's amazing.
Well, where was that here when the money was on the line?
4 horsemen in the post.
That is otherworldly, that achievement.
Waters been here on the big stage many times. World champion Justin Waters, 9. He's got a chance. Clean shot at the 7.
And Beverage needs the pin as well to make sure it remains an 8-pin lead, or this outpost does go, especially with the plank.
Above the Canadian flag, Waters, Kansas banner. Beverage, no, and Waters gives him a chance. That wood tough now.
At least he could get 9, but
Look at that tough piece of wood all of a sudden in play.
that's terrible wood. But if Waters goes really low on it, the ball may travel anyway.
The clean shot dissipates. Can he get it to go? No! And Huff Powersports hangs on the roadblock. Tough break for Waters. No fall on him. Just a bad break. That's Candlepin bowling, folks. Beverage an 8. 114 string. Waters a tough time for a Paul Grant special. Not his fault. Missed the second, make the third. 10, 125. At the end, it's 562 to 556. Maine's Huff Powersports 2 points over Central Park Lanes in an instant classic. Update from Greg before we get ready for our second match.
Let's take a look here. Here's the full scoreboard. First of all, Justin Waters and Tim Douglas leading the way with 125-124 for Central. But there it is. The ladies win. Huff and Hapworth. Vanessa Huff and Kristy Hapworth, 134 and 120. Second match looks like it's moving right now, but let me get over the statistics real lickety split. I want to just let you know. The marks are 15 to 15 in this match. Pinning was 19 in favor of Huff Powersports. So despite higher fills on the Central side, especially with all those strikes, that Tim Douglas double strike, the pinning decided in the end. It's a 6-pin victory for Huff Powersports. They get 2 points in the standings, as did all the other 12 winners across all these round-robin matches. We're going to take a break right now. The second match will be on this stream in just a moment. Stay tuned.